And I'm not going to forget to press record this time. I mean, not like it would be the first time. But yeah, welcome everybody to Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask, Part 3. The story so far. The morning after their arrival on Montador, the Professor, Luke, and Emmy continued their investigation. Hoping to find out more about the enigmatic masked gentleman and the Mask of Chaos, the trio headed back to the Lador estate. So, what happened so far? Well, we are playing a riddle-based game here, where basically, like there's a lot of riddles all around the area, and like people give you riddles, but the basic story is... Oh, sorry, I was just distracted, oh my goodness. So this building really reminds me of, we have a confectionery cake type that is called tree cake. It's basically this layered cake where you bake every layer separately, and it can have from like 20 up to 100 something plus layers. It's like, and like when you break them apart, like the layers flake apart, but it's like a very dense type cake, and it's delicious. You get it either with like chocolate or sugar coating, and it's usually like a thing that is around when we have like festivities like Easter, Christmas, these things like that. And yeah, the like layered look of that is like almost exactly as the stones there. Man, now I want tree cake. It's delicious. It's one of my favorites. Either way, so basically we are currently in Montador, a city in the desert, where apparently a masked gentleman is wreaking havoc. He's not wreaked havoc, technically, yeah, but he's gonna continue like this, so whatever. Technicalities. But yeah, basically, apparently he owns a thing called the Mask of Chaos, which is supposed to have mystical powers. And we're trying to figure out, first of all, how and what he does there, why he does it, and basically Professor Layton was invited by his old school friend, Angela the Door, who they had like a past together. They went to school together with like some other people with in like a smaller village that's like outside at the desert's edge. And something apparently happened there with a guy named Randall that was originally Angela's boyfriend. And yeah, basically this game explores like both us finding out what the masked gentleman does, and finally more of Professor Layton's past, because we kind of got to know something about him studying in Gressenheller, but we never really got anything else. Like in Unknown Future we got his like lost love there, but yeah. Hello there, Stevie. I don't know why the comment didn't work. Oh, you put, okay. Sometimes it doesn't work if there's, it's not an exclamation mark, it's a gap, a space there. Oh, but it works without. Hold on, let me actually check real quick. It should, but, bot be bot. Nope. Okay, then there's no gap there. Never mind. That means that... Frosty Tools has disconnected. Oh, fun. Okay, let me try and fix that real quick before I start anything else. But either way, enjoy your lurk. Okay, let me try and... Okay. Let's test this again. After I reconnected now. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but maybe. Maybe an easy fix. Come on. Of course not. Okay, how about I grab a new token then? Gotta love when things like that happen. Okay, let me disconnect my bot and generate a new token. Authorize. And connect again. Okay, how about this? Okay, something's up, but I have no clue how to fix it, so whatever, it's fine. Because it says Frosty Tools as a mod, and Frosty Tools says it's connected, whatever. Okay, well, commands might not work. That's annoying, it's fine, let's just continue. Being a streamer is hard sometimes. To be fair, like, it's fine, it works without commands, as long as you guys can actually hear me, can hear the game sound and all that kind of stuff, you know, we can make do without. Just means that shoutouts and stuff also need to be made manually, but hey, it's okay. Herschel, it's good to see you again. I'm sorry, but Henry had to go out rather suddenly. He asked me to show you into his study though, please spend as long as you like. Thank you, Angela, is everything alright? Oh yes, just some business in town, I expect. Shall we, Herschel? Henry studies this way. Of course, please convey my thanks to Henry. I'm sorry to have missed him today. I know, and I'm sorry too. It's just that things have been a bit hectic for Henry since the masked gentleman appeared. Between dealing with the police, trying to appease the business owners, he hasn't had a moment to himself. So Henry is her husband. Okay. Oh my, what a beautiful study. Rows of books and not a speck of dust. Yes, Henry is rather fastidious about cleaning. It's what he does to relax. That's a very industrious way to relax. This is quite a large home to maintain. Do you have any help? Oh, Henry does most of the work. Whenever he gets anxious, well, he likes to be productive. He must have a lot of anxiety in his life. Is it true that he built Montador from nothing? Oh yes, Henry's quite remarkable like that. Always has been, especially since Randall... Please excuse me, feel free to examine the study as much as you like. I'll be here if you have any questions. Oh, then let's start out by trying to find hint coins. And awaited scales that we totally are not stealing here as a collectible. Oops, I think I left fingerprints. Yeah, I feel that with some electronics nowadays. Like, can people please stop making these, like... I guess it feels nice, but these, like, stupid velvet textures. Hello, debate woman. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Hope you had a nice weekend. That plate must have cost a fortune. Is this gold inlay, do you think? Don't touch it, Demi. You might break it. A broken plate would be a sad thing indeed, such as the case in this puzzle. Ah, yes. Let me guess, the cat stole one of the pieces and we need to figure out which one. Drat! This pesky feline has knocked 3 plates off the dresser. The cat made off with one of the pieces. Can you tell which plate it's from? Well, it's kind of obvious, because like the rounded shape here and here are there, and there are 3 of them. And then we have 2 of the triangle shapes, but we're missing 1 more. And we have all 3 of these, so I would say it's the triangle. Am I right, though?
Okay, here we go.
Also, I'm gonna keep an eye on my tea, but that's actually why I'm late. I was cooking tea and forgot the time already, so it's fresh, but I will need to at least wait another like 15 to 20 minutes before I can even think about touching it. without like scolding myself. So, gonna have that right in front of me. Just so I hopefully don't forget, because that is a reoccurring theme here. Did you really think I'd break it too, Professor? I'm not that clumsy, you know? I thought nothing of the sort, but as a precautionary measure, you should probably stand well away. Oh, give me a break. To be fair, she is a bit, well, whirlwind-esque, so... better safe than sorry, right? Was the mask locked away in this chest? No, it was hanging on the wall here. You had a priceless artifact and you just left it hanging on the wall? Why not? This is our home. Henry thought displaying the mask brought a good luck to Montador. I see. Where were you and Henry when the mask was stolen? I think we were both at home, but neither of us saw or heard anything. And soon after that the masked gentleman started playing his tricks in town. Do you have any idea why he would want to bring harm to the town? Could be a disgruntled gambler, someone who lost some property, or maybe someone with a personal grudge. It's hard to imagine anyone taking umbrage with someone as unassuming as Henry, though. It would have to be about money. Whatever the reason, it can't possibly justify throwing the whole city into chaos. Money can make people do crazy things. But things this crazy? I don't understand. And I want to Google what umbrage means in... if I could type. Okay. Shadow, shadowy, and hit. Or push. That's okay. I think that the English word for that has a different meaning in reverse, but interesting. Okay, either way. The desk looks untouched. I used to see Henry sitting at the desk for hours, though not in recent days. So Henry would spend a lot of time working in here. Sometimes working, other times he'd just be poring over that mask, that awful mask. I wish Randall had never found that cursed mask. That thing tore us apart, you, me, Randall. And now it seems the mask has brought us together again. Funny, isn't it? A mask that can bring both joy and sorrow. It acted as a catalyst both for Randall's misfortune and Henry's success. Is it true that Montador would not exist today had Henry not found the mask and the treasure? Yes, you could say that. Henry used his newfound fortune to open a small inn out here in the middle of the desert. It was a modest place to begin with, but it didn't stay that way for long. People streamed in, explorers, entrepreneurs, and soon tourists. The inn had been extended then remodeled. Henry's little hotel project became an astonishing success. And the rest is history. Montador flourished and became what it is today. Still, I found it amazing that this city was just one little hotel 18 years ago. Henry credits the existence of Montador to the Mask of Chaos. That mask has changed so many lives in many ways. Say, Miss Angela, does the Mask of Chaos really have magical powers? The person who stole it certainly seems to think so. Yes, I'm very interested in the culprit motives. I have a feeling everything will fall into place once we unmask our thief. Who's the masked gentleman and what does he want? Well, of the paintings, this one really takes the center of things. Angela, has anyone else been in here besides you and Henry? Normally this is Henry's private space, but sometimes when he has visitors he brings them in here. Isn't the parlor more comfortable? Oh yes, the study is only for important guests, or when he doesn't want me to overhear. So no one's ever in this room without Henry being here as well, correct? Yes, I don't think a guest could have stolen it. Not that we've had many of late. We keep the doors locked at all times, so whoever stole the mask must have come in through a window. You'd have to be pretty nimble to get through a window. That would fit the masked gentleman's style. Yes, I wonder what kind of person would take the mask. Do you have any theories, Herschel? Well, I'd hazard that the masked gentleman is most likely someone living here in town. He could be an ordinary citizen behind this facade of an ordinary existence. You think so? Angela, let me ask you something. Who in Montador would benefit from the recent turmoil? Well, I can't think of anyone here who would benefit from this madness. Do you know of anyone with a grudge against Henry? Anyone you've had financial disputes with in the past? The only person I can think of who has a grudge against Henry is, well, Dalston. Dalston? Alphonse Dalston, you mean? That name sounds familiar. Yes, from the past thing. Yes, Herschel, the very same. Dalston was a friend of ours in Stansbury. Look, between them, Dalston and Henry own most of the businesses in town. They've been rivals for years. I believe they may have had altercations over the property lines of 1 or 2 hotels. It wouldn't surprise me if Dalston set out to sabotage Henry. You know how he is, Herschel. Yes, I do, but it doesn't seem like him to stage such a theatrical display. Well, there's also the fact that Dalston has been receiving advance warnings from the masked gentleman, and he's the only person in the Montador besides Henry to have received them. I'd hate to cast aspersions, but isn't it odd that Dalston has such a link to the masked gentleman? That is suspicious, isn't it, Professor? It is rather odd. I think it definitely warrants some investigation. Let's go and talk to him, Professor. If you want to see Dalston, it's also just west of your hotel. Well, that means let's go and find him. Oh, hello, you got a reader? Yep. Hey, how's it going? Very well, thank you. How are you? Just thinking about stuff. Don't believe in lively carefree Montador, big power struggle going on underneath. Indeed, do you know any details then? Possibly, nothing's free in this world except wishes. Solve this puzzle first, then we'll see. Okay. The bartender places 5 bottle caps on the bar with the star logos facing up. She closes hers and starts turning cups over at random, counting every turn. Once she reaches 25, she suddenly stamps her hand onto the bar, covers up one of the caps, and asks you, is the logo on this cap facing up or down? With the situation shown in the diagram above, can you answer a question? I have the feeling that would be very painful if it is a bottle cap, so I think it must be a star.
Don't keep me in suspense.
No?
Perhaps I need another look.
Okay, so it's B, but I don't know why.
Puzzles are made to be solved.
Cap is facing down. Flip the caps an odd number of times, and the number of cups facing up will be even, and vice versa. Since 25 is an odd number, there can only be 2 cups facing up, so the covered one must be facing down. Okay. Okay, my brain is too... I didn't get that one, but hey. It's fine. Alright then, you solved my puzzle. I have spilled the beans, right? No, the Ladors. Heard they built this town years ago using the booty from the treasure hunt. Then you got Dalston, built a number of hotels here over the years, doing pretty well. Now some weirdo comes in doing miracles and seems to target the Ladors' properties. Catch my drift? If the Ladors lose the business, Dalston is the first to benefit. Is that what you mean? Spot on, you're sharp. You are. Think about who's profiting from the chaos and you find the mastermind. In other words, you think Alphonse Dalston is the masked gentleman? Maybe, maybe not. Only the masked gentleman knows. Talk to Dalston though, couldn't hurt. We are on our way there. Hey, it's you again with the top hat. You look quite a gentleman, I must say. Why, thank you, miss. I strive to be one in actuality, not merely in dress. I've heard you gentlemanly types just love a bit of mystery. Is that true? May I test you? Sure. But yeah, my brain couldn't handle the thing of the previous riddle. I still don't get it. It's fine. Family of 3 run a mobile donut shop. Their most popular item is the celebrated 4-color donut. There are 12 donuts on display now. Sorry, I think I need to open my window after this because I'm yawning all the time. Yes, enjoy your lurk. Lurk command is broken, but hey. And nice to see you, Anthony. I hope you're doing well. There are 12 donuts on display now, 3 of which were made by the mother of the family. Apparently you can tell which 3 those are just by looking at them. Can you find the mother's donuts? Okay, let's see. Ah, yes, the, broken thing. So brown, white, orange, pink. Brown, white, pink, orange, okay. Brown, white, orange, pink. Brown, white, orange, pink. There's only 3 that are brown, white, orange, pink. Which is this one, and this one. There's no others where the brown is on the opposite side that is like right ways white. At least I don't see anything, so I think I got it. Let's see.
Just a dash of
That's good to hear.
here.
Okay, apparently not.
Well, that won't do at all.
Am I missing one? Brown, white, orange, pink. Brown, white, orange, pink. Brown, white, orange, pink. There's no other brown. That on the right hand side has white. And then orange. Or like white and pink on white and pink. White, red. Yeah, no. Why is it not these 3? Okay. Brown, pink, white, orange. Brown, pink. Brown, pink. Orange, white is here twice. Brown, pink, brown. Okay, this one is different. This one exists twice. Yeah, it only exists twice. Brown, white, pink, orange. White, pink, orange. Does also exist in 2? Brown, orange, pink, white. Brown, orange, pink, white. Brown, orange, no, white, pink. Brown, orange, white, pink. Brown, orange, white, pink. Besides those 3, there's none other that were made the same. Brown, white, orange, pink. Brown, white, orange, pink. Brown, white, orange, pink.
I believe
They said 3 made with hers. And yes, insanity orders
That's
is
unfortunate.
to try again what didn't work, but like, what the heck? Is there like anything else? 3 which were made by the mother of the family. The glaze is the same on both sides. Hold on. if it's the same on both sides, that means you can turn them. Hold on, that might be the hint, because then you can turn this one, and that would make it 4. And then you can turn this one, which also wouldn't work. So let's see which ones we have with white on the bottom. This one, and this one. And nothing else, right? Yeah. So the rest you can turn, but... I accidentally had the other one in there. Yeah, no, I messed that up. I had the other one still clicked. Yeah, blah blah blah. Try again. We know we need to take this one out. That was my fault. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if one can read and one figures out, hey, they can be turned, then they can be turned. Also, the irritating thing is usually donuts are glazed on top and not all the way around, but hey, apparently this is. The mother of the family made the second donut from the left top row and the far left and far right ones on the bottom. If you look carefully, you notice the donuts are glazed in slightly different ways. It's just a case of finding a group of 3 donuts that match in some way and different from the rest. Yes. Okay, so my idea was good, but I forgot that they're both sided. Just as I thought, gentlemen and puzzles go together like brie and grapes. Indeed they do. Depends on the grapes, though. Needs to be sweet grapes. I don't like, personally, sour grapes. Or like very tart grapes with my cheese, but hey. Sweet grapes and cheese? Yummy. So the latest incident has thrust us into the realms of mythology now. Does a masked man have snakes for hair by any chance? He claimed to be performing some sort of miracle, but I for one do not believe in spontaneous petrification. Well, that's for the police to find out really, isn't it? On the other hand, you do seem to know what you're doing, which is more than I can say for the local constabulary. Or we can say for them. Alright, I trust you'll be able to catch the masked gentleman before the entire city gets turned into stone. Well, I intend to do the best I can. Excellent, I'll lend you to get into it then. And I almost ripped up my headphone there with my elbow. There, how about that? Sorry for the sound. Okay. Nope, he doesn't have anything. On the doors out the house for so long, you never know what he's up to. Not that I'm keeping track of nothing. Sure. Let's ask her again. Okay, she doesn't have anything. Well, look who's back. How are you liking Montador? Our investigation is proceeding quite smoothly. Thanks for your help, madam. Well, you're bound to be doing better than the police. They can't see the forest for the trees. This is the thing, see? You've got a fresh perspective as tourists. You might be able to pick up on clues they missed. A fresh perspective as tourists, you mean by solving puzzles and gathering hint coins? Heavens, no! I mean do what normal tourists do. Have fun, mingle in the crowd, go to the races, pay at the funfair. Can we really do all that and still keep investigating? The masked gentleman is targeting the masses, so your best bet is to seek out the popular attractions. That makes sense, I think. I mean, yeah, she has a point. Still way too hot. I mean. Okay. Hello, that person. See, he has something. Never bet on black, never bet on black. When will I learn? Looks like I be turned, like beans on toast all week again. Excuse me, sir. We are seeking information on the masked gentleman. Could we speak to you for a moment? Look, mate, if I knew anything about the masked gentleman, I'd be down at the city hall collecting my reward. But if we were to bet on it, I'd say he's some poor blighter who's just down on his luck. He's not a villain. Really? Picture this. Ordinary bloke gets fleeced in a casino. He loses everything because it's all fixed. It's not his fault. Are we still talking about the masked gentleman here? Hang on, do you really think someone would start turning people to stone just because he lost a few bets? Just a theory, okay? Doesn't make any sense that horses would be so... forget it. Wait, what about horses? You want to know? Do you? Sorry, mate. Nothing's free in this world. You have to solve this puzzle for me first. Let me actually quickly open my window because I'm yawning way too much. And that may be lack of oxygen. Mostly it's for me at least, so let me just fix that issue by getting more oxygen. Nice, fresh and chilly air outside. May take a little while for it to come in though, although it's windy, but hey, we shall see. This roulette wheel isn't behaving as it should. Instead of stopping at random, the ball seems to land on numbers according to some unknown rule. On successive spins, the ball lands on 10, 9, 8, 5, then 3. Where will the ball land next? Okay, 10, 9, 8, 5, then 3. Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 5, and then 3. I'm gonna count the steps in between. Let me just get my headphones in order. There we go. Okay, so... it does this weird like thing where you have to click twice. Okay. 10 to 9 is 1. To 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4. To 5 is 4. And then to 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 4, 4, 7. Maybe it's something to do with like... Okay. 1. But it's also 4 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 and 7 on this direction. So 1, 4, 7, 7, but that doesn't make any sense either. Except if it's 4 and 1 then. 10 and 9 is 1. 9 to 8 doesn't make any sense. I mean... Five, then 3. Anybody see anything here? Oh my goodness, I just realized that's the 9, that's the 6. I've been, well, 10, 9, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. I think it just uses the 3 spaces, right? So if we go from, oops, wrong thing. I meant this one. So if you cross out 10 to 9, that's 1 space over, 2 spaces from 8, 3 spaces to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces to 6. Is it 6? Let's see. Ugh, that was an awkward 6.
I believe I have this one.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Solving puzzles is...
I mean, it worked pretty well once I knew that 9 was a 6 and the 6 was a 9. Okay. He has withstood the it's not burning my tongue test. So that's nice. Means I can finally drink it. And the balance on the number, the next number will be many spaces away in an anti-clockwise direction. Oh. What? Hold on. The next number will be that many spaces away in an anti-clockwise direction. Okay. My rule worked. That's the funny thing. But apparently it is actually supposed to be like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 3. And 1, 2, 3 is 6. But my reasoning also worked. So with the 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap, 4 gap, 5 gap thing. Either way, it's 6, but that's kind of hilarious. Okay, well, their reasoning or not, either way, I got it. First I lose this week's wages, now I'm got to give up my only useful piece of info about the stupid miracles? Please, sir, what were you saying about horses, and how did it relate to the masked gentleman? Ah, I hear this that around the time he first turned up, you could make some serious money selling horses. That's all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to check the park benches for loose change. Why would he think that his information was valuable? Was he betting on horse races as well? Perhaps it has something to do with the incident in which the masked gentleman turned people into horses. Oh, that's right, that was donkeys a year ago. We should find Dotson's home to the west of here. Ah, this must be the circus. We met the ringmaster outside our hotel, didn't we? Can we go inside? Luke, we're not here to have fun. We're in the middle of our investigation. I know that. This part of town was quite a different feel to it, doesn't it, Professor? Yes, we're on the edge of the desert here. You can even see part of an old ruin over there. Really? Wow! Yes, this entire region of the desert is dotted with extremely ancient ruins. Altamontador is a new city built in the latest architectural fashion. Traces can be found here and there of a very ancient civilization. Where do these come from and what could it mean? This area of the desert is known to be the site of various ancient ruins. Montador must also have its share of relics. But we're getting distracted. Let's proceed to Dodson's house. Yes, but first... hand coins? Obvious in coin? Not so obvious in coin. And obvious in coin. Let's talk to the balloon dude, because that means we have another riddle with the exclamation mark. Hey, have you been to the circus yet? They have a tiger, how cool is that? And they have a magic show, it's way better than that silly masked gentleman's one. So you think the masked gentleman does tricks? Of course, there's no such thing as magic, miss. It's all tricks, no doubt about it. Well, there might be more to it than that. The world is full of mysterious things. I learned that there's no puzzles in the world that can't be solved. It's true, a nice man at our hotel told me so. Here, I can show you. Have a go at this one. Well, maybe there is one puzzle and that is why everything exists, but hey. That's too deep into like things. A school teacher called a bright pupil to the front of the class and asked him this. Do you see these 5 patterns? Each one is made using 2 paper L shapes. None are rotations or mirrored versions of any other, yet they all have something in common. Use these 2 L shapes. Can you make another pattern that shares the common feature of the other 5? Move and rotate the pieces. Okay, I mean, besides the diamonds facing upwards. In all of them, literally. Hmm. Guess this one would be a thing? No. I mean, that is technically actually not a mirror. Oh, hold on. No, it is a mirror because we have that one. I was like, hold on. Yes, common features of the other five. Make these like two. None are rotations or mirrored. Okay. No clue what they want me to see here. Cannot make really any shapes of these things. Like, trying to find something in common here, but there's like... Can't see none of the negative spaces being like anything. Oh. I mean, they're rotated versions of the pieces, like they're all like... No, that one, yeah, no, that one no, that one isn't. That's the same, the others are all rotated versions, but like... That doesn't make any sense. Don't seem to be letters. And it doesn't seem to be like one to the next is just turned, because there's no like in some of them, like from the yellow to the green, it's just one turned. And from the purple to the orange, it's one turned. Okay. But then I couldn't turn this, so how about I turn this? So if I do this, and then this. No, because that would be mirrored of this. It would only turn to left and right. So if this is the starting one... Would be mirrored. Would be the same as the purple. Because like from the purple to the... I thought they were like in pairs or something. Still it's just one turned. Okay, that doesn't seem to be it. Again, if you guys have ideas, tell me. Do they form something? I'm wondering. No. I mean, that other one could be a Z, but like... Trying to like... Maybe that could be like a 3 or a fish. That could be a 3. Like, I'm trying to see them as like a whole when it comes to patterns, but like... I'm gonna go for a hint. First glance, the 5 patterns don't seem to have any relations. Try to ignore the fact that they are made of L-shaped pieces. Consider each pattern as a whole. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm like trying to see the shapes here, but that's like a Z. That's like a weird whatever. That could maybe be a 7 and whatever that just don't make any sense. Like maybe a 2 or something? Maybe a 3. Maybe an upside down weird mirrored 4. Okay, next one. Each pattern looks very flat, but like origami, they should be properly expressed on a 3-dimensional plane. What would you get if you put the 2 L shapes together and folded along each square segment? So, fold here, fold here. I mean, with its 6 sides, a cube, right? Is this cube shapes?
Just a dash of
Well,
puzzle
then
solving
that,
here.
maybe. Because that would also form a
Fine
cube.
puzzle for a gentleman.
There are fine examples of an unfolded cube. That's why this pattern would work even if it was mirrored. Honestly, without the hints, I would have stumbled over that so much. Every puzzle can be solved, and every magic trick can be explained. But the man from the hotel also said that the masked gentleman's miracles were real. I don't understand. Every puzzle may have a solution, but some of those solutions have to be puzzled out, I suppose. What? I'm confused. Grown-ups talk about such difficult stuff sometimes. Don't worry, I'm sure you turn into a fine puzzle solver when you're older. Yeah, I was stumped there without the hints, and that's why we collect hint coins. I try not to use them, but sometimes one has to.
Professor!
Don't move.
This puppy should learn some manners.
Leave that young lady alone. Get back here, now!
Well, hello there. Oi, Herschel Layton, is that you? I haven't seen you in years. Hello, Dodson. It has been some time. You look well. What are you doing in Montador? Don't tell me you moved here too. No, I'm here on business. So you left Stansbury, I see. Everyone left. Stansbury turned into a ghost town after that mess with the Ascot family. Ghost towns don't attract many tourists, and empty hotels don't make any money. Ah, yes, you always did mean to build your own hotels, didn't you? Seems you've done quite well for yourself here. Enough small talk, Layton. What's your business here? I'm investigating the recent events surrounding the masked gentleman. Who put you up to this, Angela? Oh, let me guess. I'm a suspect now, right? Well, it's a load of rubbish. What do I have to gain from that maniac terrorizing the town? This chaos is bad for business. Everyone's business. I have heard that there is something of a prolonged power struggle going on in Montador. If one wanted to hurt an opponent, one might be willing to make a sacrifice or two, no? Hypothetically speaking. Why does the masked gentleman send a warning of his plan specifically to you and Henry? There must be plenty of other business owners in town who would be glad of the information. It certainly looks as though there's some connection between you and the masked gentleman, Dodson. Haha, naive as ever, Layton. If anyone's connected to that creep, it's Angela. I beg your pardon? You weren't the only one Angela's blamed for Randall's untimely end. Henry encountered Randall... Whatever. Yes, years later, Angela and Henry are married. You know, they saying keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Angela holding a grudge against Henry after all these years? Come now, lads. That seems highly unlikely. So basically, he was in love with her and Randall was in the way, so hey, now Randall's gone, they could marry. Angela changed after Randall's death, you know that? She got uptight and sulky. Maybe she buried her resentment deep down and she's been plotting revenge all this time. Think about it, Angela never forgave you for Randall's death, practically drove you out of Stansbury, didn't she? I wouldn't say that. Open your eyes, Layton. Henry loved Angela and he couldn't stand seeing her with Randall. That's why he sent Randall out on that expedition into the ruins. Henry knew how dangerous it was. That's ridiculous, Dodson. Oh, is it? Then how come Henry kept everything Randall discovered about Norval to himself? Thank you for the stretch, Redeem. So he could find the treasure that should have been Randall's and take it for its own? Been hunched over for hours today, trying to figure out what's wrong with our own with one of our modern train engines. I think it might just be honestly the coal being completely like worn down, but I needed to clean off like a lot of coal dust mixed with grease. So actually stretching right now does do quite well. Ordered some new coal for that. Basically the engine tries, but it sparks immediately and then nothing happens, but it still makes a sound, so it's likely the coal didn't have any contact anymore. It's fine, coal sticks aren't that expensive. I mean, they're decently expensive, but in comparison to other things. Plus I finally got the isolation track stuff that I need for making 2 loops. Or make them be able to be used separately. So, yeah. May just got me a little bit of neck pain, but hey, we shall see if it works. If not, it would be a shame, because the one engine that doesn't work is our track cleaner, which is a pretty cute engine, so... I mean, it doesn't fit really into our generation of engines we have. Because we have Epoch 2, so... Epoch 2? Not sure. But yeah, normal English. But hey, would still be lovely to have that running, especially since it's a track cleaning engine. With like spinning cleaners. Always useful. But either way, let's continue with the story. Angela wasn't going to let Henry get away with that. This whole masked gentleman fiasco is her doing. With one stroke, Angela can ruin Henry, get the treasure and extract her revenge. It's genius. That's quite the tale, Dodson, but without proof that's all it is. I hope I'm here when the pennies finally drops, Layton. Isn't this a city of miracles? It's a city of betrayals. A city of betrayals? Wow, that's... See, even a child can see it. No, It's alright, Luke. Professor, I think we heard enough. Let's go now. Oh, the spy is a mind of his own. Well, if you want to talk to me, at least go and see the mayor. The mayor, you say? I've heard he's put together a special task force to root out that masked lunatic. If you're serious about finding the truth, you will want to have a chat with them. Actually, Dodson has a point there. Indeed, let's head to the city hall then. Mr. Dodson, another letter. Fancy. Even with a wax seal. Just on the front, really. 2, actually. One for you and the others for someone called Mr. Layton. Does anyone know who Mr. Layton is? That would be me. Oh. Greetings, my friends. I trust you enjoyed last night's festivities. I certainly did. It was so refreshing. You see, people who are made of stone cannot cheat or lie. In fact, they cannot do anything unpleasant. They just stand there in dignified silence. True. To rob a person of their power to do evil is quite miraculous, don't you think? Almost as miraculous as my follow-up tonight. I will be performing in the Gallery Plaza, and I assure you it will be a most enlightening experience. I hope you will attend. Ooh, a chance to catch him. Until then, I, the masked gentleman, bid you adieu. Can almost like imagine him just like tapping his head there. His fancy white hat. There, a warning from the masked gentleman while I stood before you. How did anyone know we were here? Professor, we're being watched. I think you're right, Emmy. Look, that place is going to be teeming with tourists tonight. We still have time before sundown. We need to inform the mayor. Right, Professor. Let's go. The mayor should be at the city hall. It's just beyond the Lador place. He's probably busy planning with the special task force. He's called in reinforcements from London too. Oh. So who is it gonna be? Grosky or Chelmy and Barton? Maybe they're busy analyzing the suspicious evidence against me as we speak. Maybe so. Come on now, Luke. Let's head to the city hall. Thank you, Dawson. This was very informative. Okay. So another event is going to happen, huh? Interesting. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. We can pick up the riddles later. Let's just continue with that story. The city hall's just up ahead. And maybe we meet Henry there too. Presuming he also got a letter. Oh, hello. This must be the city hall. What a grand building. Let's go in and find the mayor and his task force, Professor. La-di-da, what's the matter? Oh, I know, you think the city hall's too serious for clowns, don't you? Well, sometimes I keep the officers motivated with a little routine of mine whenever they pass by. Watch this. Move your hands in the air. We're solving miracles today. We find the gentleman and we make him pay. That's quite a rousing chant, I must say. Ooh, keep going. I can feel my adrenaline pumping. Look out, masked gentleman. My chanting will be the end of you. At least you're saying positive. Yes, it's good to see that. The task force strategy meeting is about to start and my partner still isn't back. Don't know why he bothers. Gathering evidence at the scene is one giant waste of time. Does this concern the petrification incident? Yeah, but it's too late now. Whenever the evidence might have been, there was been compromised by the crowds. That know-it-all from London and the chief are at each other's throats all day, and the other bloke is just a meathead. A meathead? What's a meathead? His words, boy, not mine. Oh, is it Chelmy and Barton? That would make sense, because Barton is, well, Barton. For those who have seen the previous games, you guys wouldn't know what I mean with that. And for the others, well, not the smartest of the bunch. Let's just say that. Maybe the tree? The tree, indeed. Okay. Continue. We need some hint point collection since we need it, you know. Wow, why didn't we have a big city hall like this back in Mastallery? Montador continues to impress. There are a great deal of police officers here. Is what they are stationed in? Is that where they are stationed? There we go. I don't think so. I heard the main police station is somewhere outside town. But look how many there are. The entire force must be here. It seems the masked gentleman is receiving quite a bit of attention. Yes, they have certainly upped the ante. We didn't see this many officers the night of the petrification incident, which could also mean they were not prepared. Perhaps the masked gentleman doesn't always send out warnings. But that's not fair, striking when the town's helpless. What about the innocent people he's hurting? That's the right attitude, Luke. Let's solve this case swiftly before anyone else suffers. Not without looking for hint coins and riddles. Oh. Found the riddle. The power cables for the lamps are connected in a rather peculiar way. That's pretty strange. Which one goes where, Professor? Well, let's find out, huh? You have 4 cables plugged into 4 sockets, but as they run through pipes, you have no idea which cable connects to which socket. You only know part of where cables B and C run through. Shown above, the length of cable inside the pipe is 6 meters for each cable. Each section of pipe is 1 meter. While the vertical pipes can hold as many cables as needed, the horizontal can hold only 1 cable. Can you work out which cable is connected to which socket? Well, we certainly can. I mean, my yawning has gotten less. It's definitely still there, but the air seems to help. Okay, so that means 1. Hold on, which one? Horizontal or vertical? Vertical can hold as many cables as needed. Horizontal can only hold 1. Horizontal, vertical. Okay. So it needs to go there, and the yellow is there, but cannot cross over, so likely like this. Now the blue one could cross through, could also go here. The reason why the red one wouldn't have mattered if it would go here or there, that's a thing. Okay, but the blue one goes there, that means it must go somehow like this. And the yellow, I guess, must go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it means the yellow must go there. Because there's no other, like, short length of cable where it can go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that means green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that doesn't work. Hold on. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about that? And then blue should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yellow, green, red, blue, right? Oh, yellow, green, red, blue. I think.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Yay. Okay, we got it. Nice.
There is no puzzle without a solution.
Cable A goes into socket 3, B into socket 4. Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah, same path thing that I drew. I have the T hiccups again. Don't know if I'm the only one, but I sometimes get like a random 1 or 2 hiccups when I drink tea. Crossed connections is now a new puzzle index. Nice. Aha, that's that then. Still, why anyone would establish such an illogical setup is beyond my understanding. Hello there. Can I help you at all, sir? We'd like to see the mayor. We heard that he has assembled a task force to investigate the masked gentleman. Civilians need the mayor's permission to talk to the task force. To get that permission, you need to see the mayor, which is what you asked for. See if I can find him. Wow, we are actually going to meet the mayor of Montador? I wonder what kind of man he is. Managing a city this size must be a big responsibility. I wonder if I could do it. Maybe I'll be a mayor when I grow up. How does Mayor Luke Triton sound? Actually, quite good. That doesn't have such a bad ring to it, just as long as you give us the royal treatment when we come and visit. Hey, I mean, sounds like a good plan. Miss Williams, Mayor of Montador, my great pleasure to welcome you to our fair city. That's the mayor? Okay. Thank you, my name's Sir Layton. I'm a friend of Angela Ledor's. Emmy Altava, pleased to meet you, Mr. Mayor. I'm Luke Triton, the professor's apprentice. My friends and I are investigating the masked gentleman. We'd like your permission to contact the special task force and offer our assistance. Investigating? Fancy that. Well, we need all we can help we can get. Let's see now. What's your puzzle-solving record so far? You really need to have solved at least 25. Ah, you have. You're amply qualified. Welcome to our task force. To be honest, our investigation has been a bit bumpy. The detectives from London and our chief of police aren't getting along at all. Sorry to hear it. I requested assistance from London, see? I've forgotten their names, but they seem a sharp lot. I guess our strategy meeting is about to begin, I think. Please go in and join the meeting. If you could defuse the situation, I would be incredibly grateful. Detectives from London, eh? I wonder who that could be. They're all in the briefing room back there, and counting on you. He seems like a very nice chap. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, let's see. It's Grusky. Yes, he isn't the sharpest or the smartest, but he's strong and reliable.
Oh, it's Emmy and Layton, and the little chap too.
Hi there.
Little chap? I'm not a child. I'm Luke Triton.
Sure.
Apprentice to Professor Layton.
Uh-huh.
Ah, of course. Inspector Grosky. We should have known it was you.
Indeed.
How did you get in here with all the competent police officers?
Emmy, how rude. If you're not careful, you might end up hurting my feelings.
Aww. They have a history together of like solving things and all that kind of stuff.
As Scotland Yard to cheer me up.
And how many of those arrests came with the professor's help? About half?
Yeah, I suppose that sounds about right. Good to see you too, Emmy.
His 3D model looks so off, sorry to say. Oof.
Professor Layton, I presume.
Bloom,
Detective
huh?
Inspector Leonard Bloom, Senior Detective at Scotland Yard.
Ah, that's the smart guy then, huh?
That's quite the title. Herschel Layton, how do you do?
Wow. This must be a really big case to call in Scotland Yard's finest. I guess so.
I wonder how the local police feel about bringing in external help.
Well, seeing how smart they are.
How did all these people get in my briefing room? Who are these civilians? Where's my tea?
What the heck? That reminds me of the guy from Inside Out, you know? The fiery Anger. He reminds me of Anger, that's it. And this game was made before,
Chief
I think.
Inspector Sheffield, may I introduce Professor Herschel Layton? Scotland Yard has solved many difficult cases with his assistance.
At least he is, knowing that.
I assure you, any help he can offer will be invaluable to us.
Nice.
All right then. Just make sure he doesn't get in the way. Now, if we're done with the pleasantries, I'd like to get on with solving this case.
Fair. Okay, before we talk to him though, we're in the new room, so... New room, new hint coins. Nope. Gonna click that yet. Okay, let's talk to him. Right, are we ready to get this meeting started? Not got any other business? Have you? Cause this is gonna take a while. Start the meeting. Good, then park yourself on the seat and let's get over with it. Okay.
Let's not drag this out any longer than we need to. Grab a seat and sit in it.
It's indeed a large police force. Oh hey, front row. Nice. Sure they all can see with the professor's head in the way.
Bloom, the floor's all yours.
Please, if you would give me your attention, then perhaps I could help you apprehend the masked gentleman. Since you have proven yourselves to be astoundingly ineffective thus far, we've brought in some extra brain power to expose the truth behind these malicious tricks. This masked buffoon has made 4 appearances. We will now dissect each one carefully.
Nice. So we get to hear about the other 3. That's good. By demystifying the masked gentleman's crimes, we aim to learn his methods and use that knowledge to track him down. We have a special guest here. His skills and observation are unparalleled in this room, Professor Layton, if you would. Of course, where would you like to start? Let's start with the most straightforward case, the people who turned into horses. Yes, I haven't been able to gather much evidence on that case, however I understand there were witnesses. Indeed, perhaps we would fill you in on what we know. Thank you, that would be very helpful. Well, naturally we have the statements taken from witnesses at the scene. Let's start with those. Please go ahead, Detective Bloom. I will now summarize the witness statements and present some relevant evidence. Please pay close attention. The incident occurred at night. The carnival's main attraction, the night parade, was in full swing. Okay. As the parade approached a bend in the road near the shopping district, the masked gentleman appeared. Presumably, the area was full of tourists. Yes, just as the masked gentleman had planned. A flashlight lit up the sky, and the crowd looked up to see the gentleman stood high above them on a ledge. According to our reports, he snapped his fingers and the light intensified, blinding the onlookers. When the bright light subsided, it appeared that some of the people had been turned into horses. At any rate, those people vanished, leaving behind only a few personal effects. Detective Bloom, do you have a theory as to what really happened that night? Yes, I do. I see. Please allow me to confirm a couple points before you continue. Does the parade start at the same time every evening? In a manner of speaking, I suppose it always starts just after sunset. Were you able to confirm the identities of the people who were supposedly turned into horses? No, oddly enough, none of their belongings contain any ideas, and no missing persons reports have been filed. I see. Thank you, Detective. That's strange. No missing persons reports with people apparently turned into horses? That seems very staged. Looking at the information at hand, I believe the truth is clear. The masked gentleman obviously tricked witnesses into believing some people had been turned into horses. There was one essential atmospheric element to this charade. I mean, the time of day, with it being nighttime and the flash, you cannot see, was already dark at the start of the parade, so it would be easy to miss things even before the blinding light. My thought exactly, Professor. And of course, it's much easier to trick the eyes with bright lights when it's dark all around. Several witnesses claimed they actually saw tourists transform into horses. I, however, do not believe in magic. Well, their eyes were closed with the flashing. When the horses appeared, the people's eyes must have been closed. Right, at night, their eyes would have been extremely sensitive to bright light. They couldn't have been seen anything. In other words, the masked gentleman temporarily blinded onlookers to cover the trick. Our so-called tourists swiftly left and horses were set loose on the street, which leaves just one thing left to explain. Where were the horses sitting? Ah, in the sewers, yes. In the art gallery or in the alleys nearby? Well, obviously in the sewers. No, actually in the alleys nearby. The small dark alleys giving on to the high street, one could hide horses in those and release them all at once. It would seem you have it all worked out, Professor. Would you care to elaborate for everybody? Certainly. First, it seems that the key to this miracle is on its location. The shopping district is full of little alleys, and that particular area is isolated by a bend in the road. Just before the incident, everyone was absorbed in the parade. No one paid attention to the dark alleys. A bright light appeared suddenly, blinding the crowd, and horses were released from the alleys. At the same time, people disguised as tourists dropped some props and went to hide in the alleys. By the time the witnesses could see clearly again, they beheld were the horses. Precisely, but there's no evidence that the masked gentleman had accomplices planted among the tourists. True, but isn't it suspicious that the belongings found at the scene contained no forms of identification? Besides, if these people had been genuine tourists, their families would surely have reported them missing. Very good, Professor. That was my conclusion as well. You do seem to be a bit more smart than, at least Grosky, which, to be fair, is not that much of a challenge, but hey. What, so the masked gentleman's miracle was just a simple trick? Yes, Chief Inspector. Smoke and mirrors, so to speak. Only in this case it was bright lights and dark alleys. Alright, man, let's have a breather. Layton, come see me again when you're ready to go on. Which will be immediately. Alright, time to move on to the next miracle. Let's see what you make of this one, Layton. I will do what I can. What do you know? Not a lot. It is some characters popped out of paintings at the art gallery and ran riot in town. Okay. Characters from paintings ran riot, you said? What did they do exactly? Witnesses reported people dressed in strange clothes charging around and breaking things, but when the sun went down, they disappeared just as quick as they appeared. Did anyone actually see these people step out of the paintings? No, the gallery had already closed by then. In that case, why did anyone suppose that they came out of the paintings? Well, apparently they looked just like some characters in famous paintings down to the finest detail, and when we checked the gallery, we saw the paintings were empty. Empty, do you mean? The characters in those paintings were gone, vanished. The only thing left was the background. So I guess somebody painted them anew and just hung them up. You saw this yourself? Interesting. The key to this trick must lie in the paintings themselves. That's what I thought, but we've thrown our best expert at these paintings and haven't found a thing. I see. Please allow me to ask a few more questions, then. Were they from a common source? Did the paintings come from a common source? As a matter of fact, they did. According to the curator, they were all donated earlier that day. It was a collection of replicas and the donor wanted to remain anonymous. All the paintings we're investigating came from that collection. Invisible ink? Invisible paint? Something like that? That can't be a coincidence. Whoever donated these paintings was an accomplice. Agreed. We looked into it, but nobody has a clue who this mysterious donor is. We questioned the whole staff on the gallery, but they all came out clean as a whistle. What a huge blooming waste of time it all was. I think we must understand how the illusion was created in order to find the truth. Are they unusually framed? No. Were the frames of the painting unusual in any way? No. We examined all frames closely and even looked some apart, but they were completely ordinary. Okay. Were they strangely packaged? I mean, it could have been both, depending on the trick. Like, there could have been some agent in the frame that slowly released and deletes, like the paint or something. Were the paintings packaged in any particular way? The curator did say the paintings were vacuum sealed. He said it was usually reserved for rare items. So, I guess air made the paint react? Interesting. I believe the airtight packaging is relevant here. The portraits were sealed when they arrived and the frames came in thick metal cases. Gallery staff were pretty surprised that replicas were given such secure packaging. We didn't really think much of it. Indeed. Still, in order for my theory to be correct, the donation must have included specific display instructions. When to display them, maybe? Yes. Were there specific instructions about the exact time to display the paintings? Yes, actually, they were. How did you know, Layton? The crates arrived in the morning, but the instructions from the donor said to display them precisely at noon. And therein lies the trick. By vanishing paint. Of course. The portraits were treated with a special paint that slowly disappears when exposed to air. Does such a thing even exist? We have all observed how sunlight causes a painting to fade, yes? In a similar way, it's possible to create chemically reactive paint that turns transparent when exposed to air. Of course, with paint like that, you could make anything disappear from a painting. Correct, naturally it would take some time for the paint to turn transparent, so the timing must be precise. Seeds were removed so that the paint disappearing would coincide with the appearance of the writers. The masked gentleman had these writers dressed up exactly like the individual in portraits. I guess it would also take some time to figure out that there was a chemical involved on the canvas, which certainly they would like test that for maybe, but like, you know, in a laboratory, but it would take too much time till now, maybe? I don't know. Like, at least nowadays they would test it. Maybe not in this world. It's either genius or utter hogwash. I like this theory of yours, Layton, but we have no evidence to back it up. Well, I doubt such paint would just disappear without a trace. If you examine the chemist for chemical substances, you'll find residual outlines where the paint turned transparent. I'll order the analysis. Excellent work. I underestimated you, Layton. Another one down. Good work, Professor. Let's have a break. I ordered the breaks around here, Bloom. Alright, everyone, off you go. Layton, let me know when you're ready to go on. Okay, we solved 2 of the 4. Club. Let's continue. Right, you lot, let's get on with it. Inspector Grosky, you're up next. Alright, Layton, here's another one of the Crook's miracles for you to ponder. Even you find this one hard to explain. We'll see if it's anything like the first 2. It's not a miracle at all. The other 2 didn't involve people being engulfed in flames. True, tell me more about it. We have not heard about this one at all. Or almost at all. Certainly, I have the report right here. The incident took place last Sunday. That morning, 13 citizens received an ominous letter. Naturally, it was from our dastardly villain, the masked gentleman. Esteemed citizens, I cordially invite you to a special afternoon showing of my latest miracle. Come to the Gallery Plaza at 1 p.m. sharp. Must insist you attend unless you wish to forfeit your life, that is. Oof, what a threat. He also advertised the event in the papers, Miracle en Rouge, a modern piece by the masked gentleman. That's a bold move. I suppose the townspeople came. Townspeople and tourists alike. The crowd was enormous, apparently. Citizens of Montdor. Sorry. Welcome. I am the masked gentleman, your host for today's event. Also with us this afternoon are 13 very special guests here at my personal behest. The Crook's voice could be heard, but there was no sign of him, only an odd tent in the plaza center. Then just before 1 p.m. the canvas fell to reveal a stage with the 13 invitees standing on it. How far were the audience from the stage? Well, they can't have been closer, a lot of them would have been heard. You see, when the clock struck 1, boom. And they probably dropped down since there's so much space in the stage, but the 13 people on the stage all burst into flames. According to reports, the flames grew into an inferno, then poof, gone, along with the people on stage. The people on stage disappeared? Correct. As far as I can see, the only explanation is that they burned to ash and blew away. Not that quickly and not without screaming. That's not a miracle, that's a public execution. Except it wasn't. They were all found at their homes later on with not so much as a scratch. But that's impossible, yes? The victims were just as confused as us. They went to the plaza and that's all they remembered. Did you check the stage? Perhaps there was space to hide underneath. Wouldn't have been much of a hiding place. The entire stage was consumed by the fire. Back in my brain, but it would be easier to bench press the lorry. Oh, maybe it was on top of one of the sewers or something. Are the investigating officers present? Yes, sir. I took statements from the witnesses and interrogated all 13 individuals involved, sir. Splendid. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions. The masked gentleman handpicked the victims. Were they friends with each other? Were the invitees friends by any chance? No, sir, not exactly, but there was something. Go on, please. Well, it turns out the 13 invitees are all members of the same squash club. Really? That's news to me. Tell me more about the stuff. Not much to tell, sir. It's a popular club. I conclude that the whole thing was just a coincidence. Coincidence, eh? What do you think, Layton? I think the young officer may have found the lead. Now I have another question. Did any of the witnesses see the victims go on stage? Did anyone see the 13 people take the stage? No, sir, no one was seen entering the tent or leaving. So the invitees all got on stage without anyone seeing them. In the middle of the day, no less. Hello? Okay, that was weird. Indeed, I think its detail may be the key to solving this puzzle. Final question, if I may. Could you tell me about the clothes the 13 wore on stage? Of course, sir. Ask me anything. Were they wearing all clothes later on? Were the invitees' clothes different from what they were wearing when found later on? I don't know, sir. Is it important? Maybe. Could you check for me? Of course, sir. Have a quick look through the photos. What are you thinking, Layton? You might be onto something here. I mean, fireproof clothing over entirely different people, huh? How did you guess, sir? All the outfits changed. What? I checked the photos from the incident. The invitees were all wearing something else when found them later on. What's that got to do? Oh, I think I got another win for the yard. Don't hurt me, Inspector. What is it? The victims' clothes burned up on stage and they all run home naked. Yeah, sure, that's it. I'm pretty certain that's exactly how that transpired. Well, I don't hear anyone else picking up. Stop smirking, Layton. What is it? Out with it. I don't believe any of our 13 victims ever left their homes. Nonsense, Layton. Hundreds of people saw them on that stage. Allow me to explain. You know that the masked gentleman sent instructions to 13 people, asking them to come to the plaza. That's right. But the whole town was sure to attend thanks to the newspaper artwork. Orwell already has a pick of victims. I believe 13 each received 2 letters. The first letter was to be shown to the police and the second had 2 instructions. These so-called special guests were not summoned to the plaza at all. They were ordered to stay away. Threatened even. But they were on the stage. No, it merely looked as they were. Those people on stage were really just expert-crafted mannequins. And the clothing? Ah yes, the adults even wore clothing that belonged to those they resembled. Clothing that was stolen in advance. Ah, from the squash club. Some of them did say they'd been victims to theft recently. Hang on a moment, sir. But the 13 were safe at home. The masked gentleman burned their likeness before the horrified crowd. The onlookers were already convinced he could perform miracles, so all it took was some rudimentary pyrotechnics. That's preposterous. Professor Layton, sir, you're right. I found a second letter on one of the unsorted evidence bags. And there we have it. Oh, the police really overlooked it. Just popping in. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. We're currently solving the mysteries of the incidents the masked gentleman caused. Very impressive, Professor. We're still investigating the petrification incident, but once we have more to go on, I'd appreciate your input. Who knows, not that we're on the masked gentleman's method. Perhaps we can solve this one ourselves. I have faith in your team, Detective. We won't be beat by this little toad and his fancy circuit tricks. I knew there were tricks all along. Now I've got a crook to catch. I run 1,000 miles if I have to for the yard. Inspector, I think we'll be leaving too. Thanks again for your help, Professor. Inspector Grosky and I will continue our investigation of the petrification incident once he's calmed down, that is. We'll contact you as soon as we've finished. I look forward to it. We follow our own needs in the meantime. Well, then, meeting over. Back to the investigation. Layton, I just heard the news. Stupendous. Absolutely incredible. It was nothing, Mr. Mayor. None of that now. The officers told me how you helped decipher these miracles we've been plagued with. We'll be able to reopen the gallery. The creator will be thrilled. Said some new pieces have already been donated. I personally see to it that they're checked for vanishing paint. Great, Professor. We can investigate the gallery ourselves now. Let's make it to our next stop. We may find some valuable clues. And there are 1 or 2 fine sculptures I'd like to see. Well, I like paintings better, but I like clues best of all. Well, I guess then next stop the gallery. Going to head out for food, depending on how much longer we might be back. Well, bon appetit then. Hope you enjoy your food. Oh no, it's her. Oh, Grosky, how well the neon lights of Montador emphasize your resolute jaw. And the way the desert sun brings the flush of sweat in your bare arms. Oh, it's almost too much to bear. It's a fan. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's obsessed with him. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. I'm Hannah, president and sole member of the Clan Pets. Would you like to join? Hello, Hannah. I thought you might see you sooner or later. Where Clamp goes, I will always follow. I barely see him though. He's been busy with police work the whole time. Clamp Grosky, that is. Sorry you had to come all the way from London for nothing. Nothing, it's my duty and pleasure to chronicle Grosky's every move. He's a legend, simply unbelievable. That's one way to describe him. Hannah, have you by chance chronicled the inspector while he investigated any of the supposed miracles? Of course! Been on his tail ever since he left London. He's been scouring the whole city for clues. I was actually here last night when those people got turned to stone and nearly got trampled. And where was my hero? Why, he was too busy chasing down the villain to think of me. But how could I dislike the fiery, unbridled passion? Well, I suppose it's good that he's always eager to track down injustice. Isn't it? Speaking of tracking, happened to overhear a couple of officers talking about a curious set of carriage tracks. Next time I see Grosky, I'm going to tell him about these tracks. He works so hard, you may not have heard about them yet. On a different note, I found this photo while I was out documenting Grosky's movements. I think there's some sort of puzzle in it. The owner of a cafe took a photo of a visiting celebrity couple. Please, that sponge. The owner said he put up somewhere in the cafe, but the resulting photo ended up looking a bit, well, miserable. Where's the best place to put it up without harming the cheerful ambience of the cafe? Well, I guess on the pillar. Because it's round, and you can make them face each other.
Piece of cake.
Mm-hmm. Well, would you look at that? By wrapping it around the column, the foot transformed into one depicting an amicable toast? Yeah, spelling. English not my main language. I'm sorry if I botched that, but hey. Amicable? Whatever. Couple at the cafe is now in your puzzle index. Nice. Shop aisle instruments. If only life were as simple as a puzzle. What am I doing? I don't have time to mope around. I'm president of the Clan Pets, after all. Huh. Okay, yeah, fair. The horse tracks. They were mentioned in the beginning too, so they must have something to do with the riddle. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Step right up, don't be shy, blah blah blah. No, aha! I clicked on back to map and then on the arrow, but I was too quick in like going backwards, so... Here we are, the gallery is open! Just like the mayor said. Let's go inside and have a look. Ah, this is a fine gallery. Fine, it's magnificent. hidden puzzle, if I'm not mistaken. Well, you certainly aren't, so let's solve that one. Oh, it's one of those. From left to right, the museum has received a letter from a mysterious artifact, but reads, "Your precious queen is all mine." Curator, who watched with panic, has rushed off to see whether his prized statue really has been stolen, since he kept it well hidden right at the back of the warehouse. However, it's rather difficult to check. Let me guess, the thief is gonna steal it as soon as we bring it up front? Okay, actually, maybe... Haha, okay. Don't know if that did something at all. Because I need a space there somehow for the ball to fit and the things to move. How about that? Not quite. I need to move both of these crates, I guess, to where they are sitting on top of each other. Somewhere like this, but within the realm of like the other pieces fitting. Okay, if we switch those... Okay, that won't work. To get out that beam there. Okay, that got stuck. If you could move those in like one of the corners, that would be very well worth it, but hey. Let's restart, there must be something easier. Okay, we need to move the box in here, but I don't presume it stays there. I think it will be exchanged with something. Or somehow like this. Okay, that didn't do anything. At least we got this thing out, kinda. There's no real way to move it now. So about 2 of them there. Maybe that helps. Not quite. Okay. Maybe the box does stay in there. But I have the feeling what I did just now with moving these over would help. Great lot. I'm gonna try and get one of these over into the corner there. Trying to figure out which one, but I guess... So I need to move out of their places there. Maybe the other way around. Like this? Okay. That did something. Oops. Maybe like that. The smart things would be to switch them up. If I could, but I'm not sure I can. Ah, damn. Maybe like this. Ah, got it. Okay, never mind. Well, that took a lot of
Don't keep me in
turns
suspense.
and a lot of minutes, but hey. Hey,
There is
okay,
no
we got
puzzle
it.
without a solution.
Takes a minimum of 26 moves to get the statue out. Who's still lurking in the shadow? Could it be the dastardly thief herself? Hehe. Yep, as I said, the thief waited for them to get it out. Loved the thrill of a good problem. Hey, look, a glossy scarf. I'm sure we're not stealing anything from anybody here. Echo. Okay, let's talk to this guy. He seems obviously unobvious. Cannot tell you how satisfying it is to share a gift of fine art with the people again. Told we have you to thank for our grand reopening. It's a great pleasure to meet you. My name is Beaufort. Herrscher Layton, I gather you're a curator here. Would you mind if I asked you about the recent miracle? Not at all, but I'm afraid you may be disappointed. Didn't see anyone or anything suspicious. We'll be inspecting anonymous donations much more carefully from now on, though. Don't imagine the masked gentleman will be making any more donations here. I certainly hope not. However, I rather enjoyed the puzzle he included with the paintings. Can you care to try? Toppings up. A renowned but clumsy chef prepared his mouth-watering margarita pizza and cut it into 8 slices. Unfortunately, he somehow managed to flip all but one of them over. He tried his best to flip the slices back up, that the cheese spread so thickly that every time he flipped one, the adjacent slice turned over with it. At least it's like flipped with the cheese. You get what I mean? Ah, damn it. And now we're stuck on that again. Okay, that gets us kind of closer. Also, numb pizza. I mean, kind of. Just the exact opposite way I need it to be. Start from this again then. No! That's not what I meant. There. Hi there. Welcome back. Hope food was good. But yeah, pizza with that amount of cheese and sauce would totally lose all their toppings if you turn it around and not look that perfect. You can flip the entire pizza face up in just 3 moves. Yeah, well, we maybe would have had that, but hey, it was more than 3, but hey. New player, your rabbit to yours. A little lost squirrel. I still haven't found out how, why or how the rabbit riddle works fully. So we're gonna look that up later. Like, I'm gonna look that up maybe before tomorrow or something, and we're gonna do, like, at least one of the rabbit plays, because I really want to help that cute rabbit. It's so adorable. Was decent? That's at least something. Oh, that was magnificent. It's no wonder Detective Bloom speaks so highly of you. Reopening the gallery would not have been possible without your help, or Mr. Ledor's for matter. Oh, Henry helped you? Yes, that's right. He kindly donated a selection of pieces to replace those the police confiscated. So many, in fact, that we're even having to search some on the top floor now. Exquisite sculptures, masterful watercolors. It's quite a collection. That sounds very generous. But I suppose it's easy when you're the wealthiest man in town. Indeed. You know, I'm not too much for small talk. If you really want information, you should pay a visit to the custom boutique. The owner lives here a long time. She knows everything about everyone. He must be talking about Macmillan. Yes, it might be a good idea for us to speak to her again. Okay, that means that painting is just a... something. Well, I guess let's go to the costume shop as like a last place. So much to do tonight and tomorrow night. Oof. You're definitely a procrastinator. Hey. You can do it! Come on. Just start. I know that's hard. That's like the exact thing that's hard, but hey. Hello there, finally deciding to choose a costume then? Not this time, I'm afraid. We're hoping you could tell us a little more about Montador. The investigation's going slowly, isn't it? No wonder you came back to see me then. And just so I know, have stuff tomorrow where you might not be able to be free? Okay, fair. That's fine. Getting solid information in Montador is like gathering sand with a sieve. There are plenty of tourists coming and going, but it's hard to find people who really know the town. Yes, we noticed that many of the people we talked to are somewhat uninformed. See, I knew you were observant. Madam, I have a question about the local police force. Not so fast. Do you think information grows on trees? You're going to have to solve this puzzle first. Six ladies have just finished playing a tennis tournament round robin style. Each one played all the others once. The results are still in process of being down up on the board shown here, but you know that only one of the matches ran out of time and ended in draws. Or two of the matches, not one, I can't read. Much to her surprise, he managed to win the match despite being a tennis rookie. Can you work out who she defeated? Six ladies, huh? A has 3 wins, 1 lose, 1 draw. B has 4 wins and 1 draw. So it cannot be B. Because he managed to win. Win, 1 lose, 2 draws. Only 2 of the matches run out of time and ended in draws. So both must be with C then. Because... you mean the stuff you have to do tonight is not hard? That's at least something. But you know... he cannot draw against himself, so he must have... he must have a draw with this guy and this guy, which are 2 matches. So no draws here anymore. Like, none at all. Let's see. If they won against 3 and lost against 1, and they won against 3 and lost against 2. The likeliness of winning against these 3 is high. And losing against this guy and the one that has 4 wins and 1 draw. So technically the wins, like 4 wins means that he could have won against... The thing with the draw is we know that it's with C, so B has won against all of them. Once. That makes this number 2, 1, 2, 0 wins. Because, hold on, this is still 2. Because this is a draw. So, they had a draw here. And B won the other 4. Since this is the only draw they could have had. That means 1, 1, 1, 1 is 4. But it also means that... hold on, that was the wrong way around. So, let's do that again. Lost my line of thought there. So these were the draws. The reason why I'm saying B is not it, because they didn't do so. If they had a draw against C, that means they won against D. E and F. So we know there's no other draws. That means E has lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 4 times, and 1 win. And that means 1, 2, 4. No, 1, 2, 4, and then F we don't know. Hold on. So let's use blue. So B had 1 win against everyone. That means that makes 0 losses. Technically C wasn't even. So that stays at 1. That means 1, 3, 0 ends at 3. And that means however many wins they had, however many losses they had. Okay, so they had 3 wins, that means win, win, win. This one wasn't even, so win, win, win. So A won against these 3, which makes that 0 losses, 2 losses, and however many they had. So -2, let's do that. That makes their 0. D had 3 wins. That means likely 0, 3, -3. E had 1 win, that was against F. I would say makes 4 losses. Now, if he has 2 more losses, where do the losses come from then? Hold on. If there's no other draws, because these are draws, that means 0, 0, 0 here, because these played against each other, because else he would have drawn against himself, which with 6 people isn't possible. Hello, thank you for the raid, Norman Foxley. Hold on, let me give you a shout out. My shout out is kind of broken. Maybe it works, I don't know. Let's see. What were you up to? Ah, great. Ah, that didn't work. Let me do that in my command line, maybe. Apparently it locked me out of Streamlabs again. Today is a mess in, like, for things working. Maybe? Don't know if the shoutout works. Hey, okay, that works. So the only thing that doesn't work for some reason is my look command. So the mission to play every game at a rate, starting with classics from Grandia to Professor Layton. They're all about first playthroughs on real hardware. Nice. Amazing. So, what were you playing? Were you also playing a Professor Layton game? And first of all, hi everybody. I'm Vivi Lane or Vivi. I'm a variety streamer. I mainly do gaming streams 3 days in a row, so Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. But on Wednesday I also do crafting. Everything from sculpting to crocheting. Mainly at the moment doing Pokemon dioramas. But yeah, variety games means a decent bit of Nintendo stuff. Currently playing through the Professor Layton series. Hope I finish that game and Astro Legacy before the new game comes out. And then, yeah. Also playing Zelda in release order right now, which, where the next game we're on is, I mean, kind of release order, because it got messed up a bit, but hey. The next game of that one would be Ocarina of Time. Third game on NDS. Ooh. Oh, you almost got that before I did. Oh. Third game on the end. Yes, that means, hold on. You mean the third Professor Layton game, I assume? That should be Unknown Future, right? We have Curious Village, we have Pandora's Box, and then it should be Unknown Future, and then Lost Spectre, right? Yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, we already finished this. Actually, that was my first game I ever played, Professor Layton series-wise, because it was when I got my DS, that was like the first Professor Layton game that came out, that I bought myself with my own pocket money, and I loved it so much. How was your experience with it? Did you like play it before, or was that your first playthrough? Also, to y'all, feel free to... Also, thank you for the follow, first of all. And also feel free to guess with me here. So, again, B has 0 losses, 1 draw with C. That means B won against C. No, B won against A, D, E, and F. Cause else, cause C is a draw. So that means if C drew with A and B, C must have lost against any of those, which we cannot confirm which one they are. Play the series because of the crossover with Ace Attorney. The C makes the puzzle harder. Yeah. In general, it makes it a bit harder, I fear. I mean, I should actually, like, maybe switch the screens, but I'm way too lazy in most cases, but hey. Yeah, you played it because of the crossover. I actually played the crossover because of the scene. To be fair, I have played Ace Attorney before. But yeah. Okay, let's hide the text. Maybe that helps. There. So. Okay, let's do that with a smaller pen. So, B won against A. Had a equal match because of time run out against C, because there's only 2 equal matches and we have those given here, which means he also won against D, E, and F. Which means that A has 0 losses with that, D has 1 loss with that, E technically, if it's like a match where they play against everybody, E technically has 5 losses. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 losses. No, 4 losses, cause 1 win. Whatever. 4 losses. That means technically at this point they have 3 losses, if that's negated, which means it puts F at -1 loss. And we don't know how many wins. So, next color. So, A had 1 draw with C, and 1 loss against B. That means A won against D, E, and F. Which leaves D at 0 losses, E at 2 losses, and F at -2. So C had 1 loss against somebody still. Okay. D, let's do D. With 3 losses left, 3 wins left, D could only have 1 against C, E, and F. Which leaves C at 0. that at 1 and that at -3. Which means the only win E could have made is against F.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
Yep, okay. Wow. That was way too overcomplicated in my thinking, but hey, it's fine. To be fair, I've been streaming for so long, I'm silly getting tired. F was the one who lost to E. Complete score what tells the whole story. Poor F lost all her matches. Yeah, it's fine. It happens. We can all have a bad day. Now then, you were going to tell us about the local police force. Very well. The people of Montador are reluctant to rely on the local police. It's not that our officers are untrustworthy. They're just, well, inexperienced, shall we say. And do you know anyone with a grudge against the Ladors or Dalston? Well, I imagine there are hundreds who are not too pleased about losing all their savings in the casino. But whoever's pulling all these flashy stunts doesn't seem short of cash. That's a good point. Of course, tell you what though, that circus out by Dalston's place must have cash to spare. They rented a stack of costumes from me about a month ago, covered my overheads for the quarter. Don't circus performers usually have their own costumes? Oh, maybe the circus group is performing the miracles. It's possible. In any case, we should see what we can find out at the circus stand. Let's go to the circus. I just hate that all the Layton games I get muted on Twitch. So the thing is, that's the problem with the music, with it being copyrighted. So what I'm doing in my source is I'm actually muting the sound for the VOD, but having it on for the stream, and then I'm recording it and I'm putting it up on YouTube. Because then people can enjoy the sound of the game, although I sometimes forget to press record. Then I have to edit it together, and half the music of the game is missing and half the sound. I'm a professional, as you can tell. But yeah, basically I don't like extract anything, I just record in Streamlabs, which, you know, it's way easier than to actually like record just the sound and have that going on. Because in Streamlabs then when you record, you can just record everything. Like, the nice thing about this program is you can actually decide which sources to record. I could technically like record only the game and not my voice, for example, while in the stream everybody hears me. So I had to learn these things too, and precisely because the Professor Layton games, but hey, kind of worked out. And I mean, at least the YouTube bots are having the sound. Haven't been to a circus for ages, let's go! We didn't come here to clown around, Luke. But I suppose we have to go where the investigation... Oh, what a ferocious tiger! Now I'm curious, come on you two, let's go! Emmy, that's not setting a good example. Aww. Okay, let's see the ferocious tiger. It is possible to get full audio from a VOD without recording. Your PC would die if you record at the same time as streaming. Oof. Yeah, my PC is fine with that, luckily, at least for these kind of games. But yeah, for me it has worked this way, and that means that I can directly upload the recording without downloading, luckily. Intriguing. Look closely and you see that the eliminations come together to form an elaborate puzzle. Of course they do. But yeah, either thing kind of works out, but it's always unfortunate. Ringmaster having a word with the man in charge of lighting. An angry word. Hey, what do you call this mess? Put those lights in order. On double. Leave the top left and bottom right ones. They're right. You need to move and rotate the rest. Okay. 1, 2... I mean... I'd assume it's... Hold on. Remember they need to be in order from top left to bottom right. Need to move and rotate the rest. Okay, so it doesn't matter which is which. So, There's some with circles and there's some without circles. So let's start off, for example, with the 6. I don't know if the colors need to be even, that's the thing. Oh, do they, hold on, do they cover things up? Yeah, they do. Okay, I need to move that out. So. Oh, come on. Six. Then we did a 7. This one is the 3 then. Three. This one could be the 4. With the dot on the end. Except for it could also be like needing a thing. Hold on. No, I think it needs another 9, so the 4's maybe this one. Ah, come on. Get stuck sometimes. Maybe that's the 4? And that is then the 7, I think. No. That makes sense as 7. But 7 is usually just a line, right? So I guess the red is the 7, probably, with the 1 dot. Yeah, there we go, 7. Let's try to get the 2. This one could be the 4's leg. There, like that. But yeah, it's always a shame that certain games get muted because of a copyright. The thing is, like, some of these games do have a license for, like, free use, but, like, yeah, Twitch do be doing Twitch things. Okay, I guess this is the 5. I was thinking it might be the 2, but I think the 5 makes more sense. And then this must be the 2. Yep, I got it. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cute.
Fine puzzle for a gentleman.
So the lights were supposed to be in the order 1 to 8. Yes, indeed. It isn't ideal, but at least now the stage will be lit in time for the show. I've only used wind coin once so far, but to be fair, I've played all of the games like multiple times before, but I always like to not look anything up and try to remember and try to finish every puzzle. And they will also work with the finest trainers in the world. Don't try to pet him though, he'll bite your hand off. Okay, now then let's talk to you. Will you bite my hand off? Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Stellar Circus. Hello, Ringmaster, the rabbit you gave us is doing well. Oh, that creature, I forgot about that. And that's cause business is booming. Mr. Dawson hired us about a month ago and we've been sold out every night. Even as we speak, our star performer is out before a packed crowd. I really can't thank Mr. Dawson enough for his investment. He even offered us his prime location. Ringmaster, I told that you recently rented a large quantity of costumes for my local boutique. Looking around your establishment, it's clear you already have more than enough. Why did you need to hire more? Hey, underneath the face paint and the color wig, circus performers are real people with real needs. They wanted to enjoy the carnival with the rest of the city, but I didn't want them ruining their work uniforms, so I hired them a bunch of the carnival costumes the local tourists usually wear. Is that a problem? Well, it depends on your actual motives, but sure. No, of course not. That was kind of you. I like to think so. I also like to think that I'm smart enough to solve puzzles, but I'm stumped by this one. Can you help? Of course, of course. Numbers. Oh, Windra's Taylor. Mrs. A is complaining about the seat she had for last night's play. Can you work out where she was sitting? Okay. It's doing the thing again. This game is so broken. There we go. 5 of us sat in a row with me in the middle. Talk about the 5th wheel. Of course I got stuck behind some oaf in a top hat. Could hardly see the stage. Oof. So that means not the first row. There were 4 seats between me and the aisle to my right. I needed the loo. Okay, 5 of us sat in a row with me in the middle. That means if there's 4 seats between her and the aisle to her right, it cannot be any of those rows because there wouldn't be enough of 2. Also the aisle in the middle, or to my right. Since my view was blocked, I took a look at my ticket and noticed the seat number and row number were 2 apart. So that means 3 and... so to the right. That means that would fall away since seat number and row number are identical if she's on seat 3, because that would be 4 seats between. 10 to 3 doesn't really work out. 10 to 4 also not. 13 to 5 also not. And 13 to 6 also definitely not. So, let's see. Or it would be, you know, 12 to 6 and 12 to 5. I forgot 4 seats in between, so 4 to 6, it would make sense if she sat here, because 5 to 4 is not, so... I would say, whoops, she sat here. The row is 6 and the seat is 4.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
Yep. Okay. Nice and easy. Whew.
A fine puzzle.
To be fair, that one that there 5 in a thing was not quite. Yeah, I guess somehow helpful. 6 seat 4, right at the back. Oh dear. At first she seemed very fussy, but anyone would complain about that seat. I mean, especially if there's somebody with a top hat sitting right in front of her. We were talking about that earlier when Layton was at the police station, just covering up everybody's view and sitting in the first row, you know. I'm impressed with wit like yours. You'd make a fine clown or perhaps an animal trainer. Speaking of which, you should meet our resident tiger, the ferocious and fearsome Hannibal. Mr. Dawson visits him quite often. His enclosure's right over there if you want to see him. A white tiger? Do you think you could talk to him, Luke? I don't know, but I'd love to try. Thank you, Ringmaster. We'd be delighted to talk to Hannibal for a moment. Talk with the tiger? Well, it's no skin off my nose. Careful now, he's not the ferocious and fearsome Hannibal for nothing. Seems very ferocious. He's wearing a hat. Oh my, certainly talkative. According to the Ringmaster, he's quite fearsome. And ferocious. Let me see if I can understand me. I still think it's odd that you can talk to animals, Luke, but since it's aiding our investigation, I keep my mouth shut. Thanks, I suppose. Hope he's not too ferocious. Don't worry, just think of him as a giant house cat with bigger teeth. Well, here goes nothing. Hello, Hannibal. We're here to solve the puzzle of the masked gentleman. What you... Oh, really? I see. What is it, Luke? What did he say? He says he's going on, got his own puzzle that needs solving. Well, let's help him out then. Kitty Solitaire. Lucky the black cat and her 8 white kittens are sitting on a 5x5 board. Both Lucky and the kittens can jump over any kitten that's on a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal adjacent square. Jumping over a kitten removes that kitten from the grid. Kitten can't jump over here. Can you jump and bounce the cats around so that only Lucky's left sitting alone in the center? Well, let's try. This is like kind of like the ball puzzle, but kind of also not. I think I messed up. Because Nucky needs to sit in the center and there's no way Okay, let's go over one of the corners then. Maybe we can move them all around in like a circle or something? No. Okay. Is there a way to like just move the cats out of the way? They can't jump over these guys, and now Lucky's stuck there though and cannot move. Let's try one of the sides again. I'd love to get one of them here, but there's no way to like, the only ones we can move, like these we cannot move, but we can move these. I don't want to go into any of the corners like that, so how about this and this? But then we don't have anyone, like, okay, you need to stay somewhere close by. Maybe like this, and then like that, and then like that, that, and that, but then he wouldn't be in the middle. Hey, but we got everything like clean, so I guess that's somewhat of a good idea. Having any of them like skip to there and skip to there. Problem is if we move like the middle one over, we can only like move them in one of the corners. If Lucky goes here and we move the cat here, then he's stuck there. We may have all of them again, but he's stuck there. So it needs to be that one is in the middle of him and them. Thank you for the stretch redeem, Stevie. Now we have these three and then we cannot move there. It's not gonna work. So the thing is, I will not get him back into the center. Maybe it is a corner. Like that, he's stuck. Okay. If he moves over there and he moves over there, then he can go over there. But then this card is stuck again. That's the problem. I need to get them in a row somehow. And stuck again. Damn it. Okay. Maybe this really is straight. Don't feel too comfortable about the edge there. Okay, I think I got it. There. It actually was way simpler. I could have done that beforehand, but I guess I like tried to jump these two over before. But hey, I got it. You managed to get all the kittens off the board and leave only Lucky in the middle. Do you think she's glad to get some peace and quiet? Well, likely. Wow! What is it? Don't just say wow! Hannibal's friends with Mr. Dodson, and he's not ferocious or fearsome at all. He's just a cop. Says Mr. Dodson brings him treats and scratches him behind the ear. Also says that night after the circus finished, Mr. Dodson brought him a treat and played with him. Wow, who would have guessed? He rarely shows it, but Dodson has always loved animals. So if the circus had a show last night, the circus members couldn't have been helping the masked gentleman. As for Dodson, well, I doubt he wanted to upstage the circus he himself hired. And anyway, Professor, if he was with Hannibal, he can't be the culprit, can he? Not according to our evidence so far. So we are back to square one. It's already evening. My, it's already getting late. Professor, the masked gentleman's warning said that this next miracle would happen tonight. We better hurry to the Gallery Plaza. Yes, but we're not actually gonna go there because the Z thing. Okay, well, we are there. Ah, what's that, masked gentleman? You want me to read your rights? How about a couple of lefts? Whoa. How did it work, Inspector? Emmy, it's you. If you're looking for Bloom, he's off arguing with Sheffield. Things aren't going smoothly. These desert dodos don't know the first thing about police work. We should be evacuating everyone from the plaza. It doesn't matter though, I'm going to arrest the crook the minute he shows up. I look forward to it. Okay, there was one thing, one more. Look, Professor, there's Angela. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, we're stuck here. Either way, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Let me actually save. Just click through here so we don't have any of them left over. But yeah, we are gonna continue with this tomorrow and hopefully maybe figure out a way to catch the masked gentleman and maybe some more about Layton's past. We shall see. Okay, we also have new... Ooh, an ocarina. How fitting. We're gonna do the shop things and the rabbit show later. I don't know if we're gonna do the robot thing, but again, I need to figure out why the bunny is stuck the way he is. But yeah, let's see who's raidable, shall we? So... Also, I just realized that the news actually made it sound. Because I don't think they did. Maybe it did. Maybe I missed it with the raid sound. Maybe not. Can't remember. I need to check the VOD later. To be fair, so much is broken right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. So, currently streaming is Dior. Yay. Lovely. I love ads like that. The one thing that always breaks it for me is that all the ads are in German. And that's kind of confusing. Okay, so we have as options Sapphire Knight, who is currently doing, I guess, commission work? At least they're working on an art stream, and so far the sketch looks amazing. We have Ame Blue, who I think they are actually, yep, they're finishing off a sweater. Which, that's practically ending, so no use to rate there, sorry. And we have Chaos Kittens and Crafting, who are currently also saying night. Okay, well, shall we see if somebody else is playing Professor Layton? Let's do that for a chance. Because Sapphire Knight's art is very nice, but we have raided them very recently, so let's see if we can find another person that plays any Professor Layton game. let's see. So, Stream is playing the Diabolical Box, so I guess... Oh, and they're actually... They only just started and they're already almost at the end, so... Yeah. Well, let's actually... rate them. You know, just like always, we usually rate out some people we know, but sometimes we also rate out other people. And maybe we find our new favorite streamers, who knows? But yeah, they're called Gullo Stream. And again, they're playing the Diabolical Box. And they're on their way to Hearts and Castle, doing the ice puzzles. And looking at what they've done and played before... Seems like they played some Outlast, Amnesia... Inscription... things like that. But yeah, either way, let's see. And again, as always, I'm gonna be back tomorrow at 1 AM Central European time. And we're gonna continue with the story and figure out the Masked Gentleman situation here. And again, maybe some more of Professor Layton's past. Because I think it's about time again. But until then, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your weekend and a hopefully good Monday. Enjoy the raid. Bye bye.